Why don't you give me a sign?
This is Corinna Jane.
The leaves are trailing on that shore. It's not your problem, it's mine.
With her brand new single, Give Me a Sign.
While the world still spins,
As featured on BBC Introducing.
it's just the way it's gotta be. Give me a sign about the things that we don't know. Why don't you give me a sign?
Corinna Jane, Give Me a Sign. Out now.
It's not your problem, it's mine.
Make sure you join into At Home with Hayley tomorrow night. I'll be with the lovely Zoe Burkett picking her favourite songs of all time. That's on Sky, Freesat or online. See you at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Hello, I'm Sophia Jessica and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
So it's wonderful to speak to you today, Hayley. If we go back to the beginning, was there a defining moment for you to get into the industry?
Wow, I left it quite late to get into the industry, as in 2 years ago, my late 30s. I wish I thought of it earlier, but I was interviewed, on the radio, a community radio station in Southampton, because I had a dance school. And when I was sat there being interviewed, I can remember just thinking, I love it so much. Like, how do I get into radio? This is amazing. Like, I'm just talking away. I've always got in trouble for talking. This is brilliant. And I remember at the end of the interview, I was just like, how can I stay here? Like, how can I get a job? And they were like, well, it's all full. And I was like, well, can I shadow someone? Like, please just give me a chance, give me an opportunity. And I can remember that being the moment when I just thought, this is so me, and this is exactly where I should be. I just had something came about me that I thought this was the correct job for me. So that's how I firstly got into radio.
I know you just there was just a natural progression after that then.
Yeah, so from there they were very kind to me. They let me like cover the breakfast shows shifts and like stay for drive time. I was there all day just loving life and radio. And then from there I progressed up. I went to hospital radio. Then I went to Vibe 107.6, did the drive time show there, started training at Heart there, and then wanted to get into telly and wasn't sure how I would do that. So I got a work placement at ITV, managed to get my foot in the door there. From there, started being a runner on one of the shows called Dress to Impress. And then went for an interview at the Sky Channel and didn't get it originally, didn't hear back. 6 months later, I got a call saying they're starting an 80's show and will I like to do it? And I was like, wow, it's just amazing in life. You never know, you forget about something and then you get a phone call. So so I worked really hard. It definitely has not come easy. Nothing's been given to me. No one's knocked on my door and given me an opportunity. I've really gone out and created opportunities and reached out to people and got experience and asked people in the industry, and people don't mind. They like to help you. So I've been, lucky with the people that have helped me and given me lots of great advice. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So what has it been like to present and produce At Home with Hayley and Memory Lane 80's shows? I understand that you do those from home at the moment.
Yes, I do. So it's my absolute passion, talking, basically. So just to be able to keep doing what I'm doing in lockdown has been a dream come true because I love it so much. I knew I had to make a way to make it work. So I get to interview lots of lovely people, really find out about them. I love rewinding. I love finding out how they started. And I feel like my vibe is not interviewing. It's more just like as if we were down the pub, having a drink, having a catch up. And that's the feel I like to bring to the show so that people watching feel like they're part of it. And, it's a really nice kind of feel good vibe. So yeah, I've been lucky to make it work. Like I say, a lot of things have gone on behind the scenes to make it work. There's a lot that goes on behind it. Even for one show, I start a week before, I'm dealing with them, prepping everything for them, dealing with their management, And then after the show, again, you know, we go into the edit and we put it all together and we make sure they're happy. And, you know, there's so much that goes into it, not just the show that you see on telly that looks glamorous. You know, there's a lot that goes on. And in the early days, you know, we had a lot of technical issues because I was learning on the job. So it's only now that I've kind of got to grips with it and we've kind of really making it work. And I'm, you know, I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. And what a Sky like to work with?
Well, it's amazing opportunity. The Sky channel that I work for is called Spotlights TV, and they have been so good to me. They've been absolutely brilliant. And they gave me the opportunity, which I'm so grateful for, because they gave me the 80s show originally. And then in lockdown, when I said, can I do At Home with Hayley? They said, well, listen, you present it, produce it, edit it, give it to us, and you can do it. So I'm so thankful that they gave me the opportunity. They gave me the trust, really, to do it. I just took the opportunity and I've given it 100%. And, you know, it's not, I wouldn't even say it's a full-time job. I'd say it's more than a full-time job. I work on it my whole day because you have to. I always think whatever you put in, you get out. So I put a lot of hard work in to make sure it's a certain standard and that, you know, we've got great guests on the show. And it's so lovely when I hear from people on social media when they're like, oh, you know what, your show is making us feel good in lockdown. We love watching it. We love your guests. And that's what makes it worthwhile. That's what makes me want to push on even more.
Wonderful. Do you have any memories from filming that will stick with you throughout your career?
Oh, what do you mean, funny things or just in general?
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, funny things in general, whatever you like.
Oh, well, I mean, so many good times, but I mean, I love doing the interviews over Skype, but when you're together with a guest, I feel like I love that personal interaction. And, you know, so many times I've had to keep a straight face when you're laughing. I've nearly fallen off my chair. I've dropped my microphone. I haven't got the right cards in front of me. So many things have happened, but I always try and keep a sense of humor about it and always try and make the guest feel at ease. And, you know, yeah, loads of really fun times. I can't really think of one thing, but just in general, we you know, I always have fun with a guest, and that's what the feel that I want to get across.
Do you have like a wish list of guests that you haven't had on the show yet?
Oh yeah. If they're listening. Yeah. There's so many. I mean, 80s show, I've got some really good guests that have been on there, but I love Bros. I love Rick Astley. I love Kylie and Jason. That's my thing with the 80s. And then with At Home with Hayley, I'd love some of the Strictly cast and last year's I'm a Celebrity contestants. They'd be great to chat to about it because I was obsessed with the jungle. So yeah, I feel like now's a good time to get them though, because we are in lockdown and, you know, a lot of musicians aren't away on tour. They've had everything cancelled. So it is a good time to get a hold of people. So fingers crossed, I can get some great guests. Yeah.
Yeah, I've reached out to a few people to do interviews like this for different shows that I've been watching. Because I just want to keep like making content and keep us relevant. You know,
exactly.
Not disappear for 2 years because we can't do what we usually do.
No. Yeah, you find a way, don't you? So,
you find a way. So yeah, buy new equipment and you just go for it.
Exactly.
So as a presenter and producer, are there any other aspects of the entertainment industry that you'd like to pursue?
Ooh, good question. I mean, presenting was my goal and it is my dream to progress in presenting. Maybe different types of presenting would be great. I mean, I've just filmed a show in September last year called That Was Then, This Is Now, which was a kind of top of the pop style show. So it was a different technique to what I was used to, because I'm used to just chatting, like interviewing, whereas this was like hosting the show with the guests coming on, you know, with directors and people kind of go, do this, do that. And I wasn't so used to that. So that was a different style. And I'd love to present some festivals coming up in the future as well, especially with my 80s background, the Rewind festivals, Let's Rock. and anything current as well. Like that would be a dream come true to be up there and presenting these festivals and feeling the crowd's energy, especially in these times. I dream about things like that.
Awesome. So it's to essentially fill the void of Top of the Pops.
Yes, I know. You're probably not as old as me, but I remember Top of the Pops Thursday night.
I'm 37. I'm 37.
Oh, okay, you remember Top of the Pops then?
I do indeed. And Top of the Pops 2, which was on
really
BBC
going there
Two. Yeah, which was on BBC Two. So yeah, I loved watching those. It kept me in the know of what was coming out. I didn't like everything I heard, but yeah. I didn't like all the songs, but you know, it was a fun watch. It's fun to watch. So yeah. So with the popularity of streaming services like Netflix, what do you think the future of cinema is?
The future of what, sorry?
Of cinema.
Of cinema. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's tricky times at the moment. Me personally, I love going to the cinema because I love the overall experience of getting your popcorn and the Maltesers and watching a good girly film. And I love that feeling of going. So for me, like I would support cinemas because that's the experience that I like. Whereas obviously I know Netflix a lot easier just to sit down and watch Netflix and stuff. So no, I'm old fashioned, I'm afraid. I'm old school.
What was the last thing you saw in the cinema?
Oh my goodness. The last thing I saw, God, this is how long ago it was now. Hang on. Not the last thing I saw at the cinema, but the last thing I saw at the theatre. Can we go for that one?
Absolutely.
Pretty Women. I went to the premiere of Pretty Women.
Oh, that's awesome.
At the Piccadilly Theatre, and that was just before lockdown. And again, I love that feeling of theatre or cinema. Everyone sat there and you're enjoying something, and you know, I always get goosebumps watching these brilliant things. So yeah, not so much a cinema person. I'd say more theatre.
All right, cool.
Bring it back.
Absolutely. Last thing I saw in the theatre was Wicked.
Oh, I love Wicked.
Yeah, I do too. Seen it twice now. So my partner hadn't seen it, so we went to see it. And yeah, she loved it.
She loved it. Yeah, I interviewed Kerry Ellis the other day.
Oh,
Have
cool.
you heard of her?
Yeah.
She played the lead in Wicked when it first came out in London. Then she went to Broadway. And I was saying to her, I just love the songs. I mean, even if you're not a musical theatre fan, when you watch it, there's something about it straight away. The songs are catchy and it's the story, isn't it, that grips you. So yeah, massive Wicked fan.
Absolutely. And the last thing I saw in the cinema, this is how long ago it was Mulan. They were supposed to be doing the premiere. They were supposed to be doing a London premiere.
Yes, I remember that.
And
they cancelled it, didn't they?
Yeah, they cancelled the premiere aspect of it, of the interviews, but they kept the screening going. So
that's right.
I ventured into Leicester Square to do that, to watch Mulan. I enjoyed the film. I know it's on Disney Plus like now, but I haven't watched it on Disney Plus yet. Haven't had a chance, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And that was the last thing I saw in the cinema. We did get an invite to go to IMAX to see Tenet, but I didn't go. One of my reviewers went. And yeah, but I enjoy watching stuff at home. I do enjoy it. Getting screeners and things. So, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it takes your mind off everything, doesn't it? That's what I like about cinema and theatre. You just forget about everything, and I think that's what I really miss, like from not being able to go to the cinema and theatre. Miss that feeling of just switching off, which is nice. You need to do that sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, and the community aspect of it is really nice to be there. Like. I remember when, and this was way before lockdown, but I took, I got some press screening tickets for Avengers Endgame. And I was watching it with my friend, who's also in the industry. She's an actress, but she didn't like the film, but we were watching the same film and she didn't really like it. But I loved it. And I'm so glad that I saw that on the big screen, because there are certain scenes in that film that I would not want to have seen on my computer.
Oh, okay.
Have you
Okay.
seen it?
I haven't seen it. You'd be very disappointed in me because I only like girly films.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with those. There's nothing wrong with those. I like a good rom-com every now and again.
Yeah.
And I'm a massive fan. I know they're not credited as really great cinema, but I really love the Hallmark films. There's just something about them.
Okay.
Like the Christmas,
Yeah.
like especially the ones set at Christmas. I really like those because they're just light entertainment, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're just a different type of film, and it's
Yeah.
just nice to put on and watch for an hour and a half or 2 hours sometimes.
Yeah. For 2 or 3
So
hours.
yeah, so they're fun. They're just fun. I like them.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So, what are you hoping audience will take away from At Home with Hayley and Memory Lane 80's when they tune in?
Well, I hope they get the feel good factor. So that's what I try and bring across. Like I said, it's very relaxed interviews. And so again, I hope people feel part of it when they're watching it. Also, the artists, we either play out the artist's songs or they get to choose their own songs that they want to play on the show. So it's really interesting to hear people's choices of why they have chosen that particular song, because most people have got a story behind why they want to choose a song. And that's always interesting too. So sometimes you get to know things about the guests that you wouldn't have heard in interviews and stuff, because we've gone on a completely different route about a song, which has led on to another thing. So I think that's really nice. Like I try and break everyone down so they're feeling really relaxed and we just chatting away. And yeah, I hope that feel comes across, definitely. But yeah, loads of good music. I mean, music videos that you haven't seen for a while, or we play out. I mean, with the other week we had the Overtones on and we were playing out all their songs, so all the Overtone fans were loving it. So yeah, it depends on which guest of how we play it. And if you're an 80s fan, then yeah, Saturday night is the night. It is the place to be, because we take you right back. And I think a lot of people, it brings back a lot of memories, especially with the hard times we're going through at the moment. Sometimes you can listen to a tune and it takes you right back to, I don't know, when you were at school, or when you were a teenager, or something. And I think that's why people really connect with those songs, especially from the 80s, because they were really good pop songs. You know, like a lot of songs you hear now, I mean, some of them are great, but some of them you don't ever hear again. Whereas these songs are still around today because they're such good songs. So I think a lot of people connect with that as well. So yeah, that's what I try and bring a lot across as much as I can to my audience.
Yeah, and music is an interesting one because it always invokes some sort of a memory or an
Yeah,
emotion from when you first heard it,
yeah,
which I think is the power of music.
exactly. I mean, I know in lockdown myself, you know, I try and keep really positive, but you know, there are days which are flat, which we're not used to because we're used to going to premieres and being on the go in London, you know. So, and for me, music is my medicine. Like I put on a song and automatically I'm like, oh yeah, that takes me back to that. And you know, you get the feel good factor. So I think music is a really important part of people's lives, you know, and I'm glad people can connect with that. And if it can make just one person feel good listening to a song on the show or connecting with the guest, then I feel happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in these difficult times, what are you looking forward to getting back to when it's safe to?
Oh my goodness. Do you want a long list?
Go for it.
Nando's. Number one, Nando's. No, do you know what? Out of any material thing or place, it's the people, first of all. Like I'm such a people person and I miss people. I miss laughing with people and I miss like hugging people. So first of all, it's just seeing that human interaction will be just joyous, just to bring that back. And then the pub, bars, restaurants, clubs. I thought I was too old to go clubbing, but no, we're bringing that back because I miss it so much. I miss going out. And just the hustle and bustle. I mean, London, just when you come into Waterloo Station and you have that hustle and bustle, it always makes me really excited. And towards the end of when I was in London, when it was going into lockdown again, it just lost that. And going to Shaftesbury Avenue and Leicester Square and that buzz not there anymore, that breaks my heart, because like that's what London's all about. So just to bring that back to the city, bring that excitement and that buzz back again, will just be a dream. I think everyone will feel the same, because we do miss that, you know. So yeah, I dream of those days when they can happen, but I'm staying positive about it, and hopefully it will soon.
Absolutely. So what can fans look forward to on the shows, like in the next coming weeks or months? Is there anything you can tease?
Well, I probably shouldn't, but I will for you guys. I'm just trying to think guest-wise who we've got coming on. At Home with Hayley, this is taking me back to my youth, in my school disco days. We've got Bewitched. Do you remember them?
I do, yeah. I love them.
Do you
Yeah,
remember Say La Vie? It's a great song, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed.
The Irish dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got two of the girls from Lindsay and Sinead. They're going to be on the show, which is coming up. So that is really exciting. So tune into that, because again, taking you back down memory lane, that'll be a good one.
What? I might be wrong on this, but weren't they all sisters, or a couple
two
of them
were sisters? There's two sisters. They're not on the show. It's the other two, which are Sinead and Lindsay. The two sisters, I think their brother is in Shane Lynch from Boyzone. Still connected. Yeah.
All right, cool. It's a nice connection.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So yes, that's exciting.
Cool. Yeah, look forward to that. So just before I let you go, would you have any other projects, or any other brainchilds that you want to bring to fruition, outside of the two shows?
Well, because I worked on That Was Then, This Is Now, which is the Top of the Pop show. So that was with Mike Stock from Stockacre and Waterman. He's a legend. Because I worked on that show, we're hopefully bringing back a second series.
Nice.
So I can't give any more information away yet, but that is the plan of action. So I will keep you posted when that all comes around again.
Awesome.
Obviously, due to lockdown restrictions and stuff, you know, things have to change the way it's filmed and stuff. So I don't know too much information at the moment, but yeah, that will be a dream come true to be part of that. Because it's a real honour to be working with someone like Mike Stock and presenting it with Mike Reed, who's a broadcasting legend, and all these 80s legends. You know, it'll be great to be presenting something like that again. So that's the other project that I work alongside my shows. So yeah, it's a full-time job.
Yeah, no, wonderful. And you've got a good vibe about you. So you know. That's obvious. So that's all good. So yeah. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak to me today. This has been lovely. Good luck with everything, and I'll look out for those for the shows.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me and loving what you guys do as well. And hopefully we'll connect when we're in a premiere. Or seeing something. Yeah, see you in London. Yeah. That'd
be great. I can't wait to get back there.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for more content next time.
Make sure you join into At Home with Hayley tomorrow night. I'll be with the lovely Zoe Burkett picking her favourite songs of all time. That's on Sky, Freesat or online. See you at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca, with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels. It's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.